What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on Phase 4 and the future of Marvel. Seeing as we already know, well, I know personally that people who work for Marvel Studios are already working on future Marvel Studios projects. Seeing as we are now at the end of Phase 3, with the epilogue being Spider-Man Far From Home, which will essentially set up Phase 4 of Marvel Studios, if they're going to call it Phase 4, because as Kevin Feige said, post-Endgame, nothing is going to be the same ever again. So if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to never miss any of the videos. And we are giving away a Hasbro Infinity Gauntlet Marvel Legends Infinity Gauntlet, the one I give away all the time and the one I show up on my Instagram page at Warstu. All you got to do is subscribe to the channel with notifications on and let me know down below, what are you most looking forward to in Marvel's future? So as I've said, I've personally spoken to people who are working on future Marvel projects. Obviously, they can't tell me what they're working on, but we actively know they are definitely already working on projects. So there is so many rumors going around for Mark Hamill being the high evolutionary villain of the Guardians of the Galaxy 3 to Zac Efron playing Adam Warlock in Guardians of the Galaxy 3. You never know what is real and what is made up in the world of rumors and stories, as insiders can be right, can be wrong. There was a story earlier this week that Deadpool was going to feature in Spider-Man 3, but now it appears that that won't happen at all. They're actually looking at Venom appearing in Spider-Man 3. A much more reliable source has said that. So let's get into this, but take it with a pinch of salt because there's so much going around at the moment. But seeing as we are one of the, if not the original channel that covers stuff like this, we are gonna break down a recent leak that I've seen. And I've been sent a bunch of times and people have asked me to go over it. So we are actually gonna go over it. So it says this: the confirmed films going forward will be Spider-Man Far From Home, which is true. That is the epilogue. That is the end of Phase 3, setting up whatever the next phase is. Kevin Feige's not even said himself if there is going to be a Phase 4 or if they're just going to call it something different. So, The Eternals and Black Widow. Now, we know these two movies are most likely going to start shooting in the next few months based on all recent rumors. We know that the Black Widow movie will actually be set post-Civil War, when Black Widow is on the run and when she's technically a fugitive, which is interesting. We know David Harper, who played Hellboy, is going to be a character. There's a lot of people saying that he's going to play The Thing. Just because at MCM Comic-Con in London last weekend, he said he's most excited for The Thing. The Thing being a character from the Fantastic Four. No, they're not going to introduce the Fantastic Four this soon. And there's also a bunch of other characters. But the problem with these prequel movies are there's going to be no threat to Black Widow being killed. So what is the point? But it's going to be interesting. So The Eternals, we know that's coming. They're most likely going to start shooting from September of this year based on rumors. Angelina Jolie is going to have the female lead, and Robb Stark, I've got no idea what he's called in real life, the actor that played Robb Stark in Games of Thrones, is going to be the male lead, according to recent rumors. Then we have Master of Kung Fu, which is going to be the Shang-Chi movie, which I believe that would be the title, something like that, because obviously he's going to be the first martial arts Asian-driven movie, which is going to be pretty cool. And also rumors saying that the Mandarin is going to take the place of Shang-Chi's real father, because obviously they don't own the rights, so they can't use him. So that would make an interesting spectacle. Captain Marvel Future Fight. Not really sure about the title, but we know she's got 6 to 7 movies at least, and she's only appeared in 2, being Captain Marvel and Endgame. Doctor Strange, the Illuminati. Now, I don't know if they are going to be setting the Illuminati up, because Iron Man, there's been loads of Iron Man Easter eggs regarding the Illuminati. Doctor Strange is one of the pinnacle people in the Illuminati. So, yeah, there will be a Doctor Strange movie, as there has been recent rumors that they will start shooting next year in London. So we know it's going to happen, we just don't know what it's going to be called. Black Panther, Kingdom Threatened. Now, yeah, that could be a very cool title. We don't really think it's going to be called that. It's going to be interesting to see if there is an X-Men present in the next Black Panther movie, because we know they're releasing 2 next year, then 3, not including Spider-Man 3, because obviously that's a Sony movie and it's got nothing to do with Marvel realistically when it comes to who makes the actual money for that movie. So that is going to be pretty awesome. In fact, all these movies are going to be awesome. So next one I'm quite skeptical about. As Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, I don't really think they're going to change the name of that. Why? Because it was called Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1, Volume 2. Thor's persona is going to change, so I don't really think they're going to change the title. It would be pretty annoying if they did change that, but they did insinuate that It would be called as Guardians of the Galaxy, which, yes, is a direct comic book correlation. And the next one, Avengers Reassemble. No, I don't really think that's going to be the title. And I think if this was going to be a movie, they'd have to wait till 2023 because they have to rebuild and enter a load of new characters. So that is what the recent slate is going to be. And all of them will be a movie in some capacity. I can't see Marvel leaving it any more than 5 years before they make a movie. After Avengers Endgame, the phase divisions in the MCU were broken into two categories, urban and cosmic, and with the introduction of the multiverse, the Fantastic Four and Dr. Destiny will be the main links between these characters. Now, Kevin Feige and some other people have also recently hinted that they will be a street level side, being the urban side and the cosmic side, so that does line up with everything we've personally been told. Films will not always follow a chronological line. Some will be prequels like The Black Widow, Hawkeye, and The Eternals. And others will be flash forward. Spider-Man Far From Home will introduce the multiverse and the main arc of the urban category. Yes, this is true. They've already said that whatever the next phase is, even if it's not called Phase 4, we will be going back, forward, sideways, literally every way, and it won't be linear. So that lines up. The great villain of the urban arc will be Norman Osborn. Interesting. As we've spoken about this multiple times on the channel, this is literally unofficially confirmed, but it's happening. It's really happening. They're building up the Dark Avengers and Sinister Six. Definitive until the ending of the saga and great arc of the new cycle of the new Avengers, Dark Reign and Siege. Yes, these all line up. We've had multiple reports of Dark Avengers dating back to 2, maybe 3-ish years ago, saying they're building up the Dark Avengers. It's just a case of getting the rights to use the character of Sony, because obviously Sony has to work alongside Marvel because Spider-Man is actually a Sony character. Sony just have an agreement for the MCU to use him. So this all lines up. And the Dark Avengers would be insane. With the most recent Spider-Man TV spot, although it's kind of a trailer, we do see the destroyed Tony Stark Avengers Tower being reformed. And it is rumored and basically unofficially leaked that the ending will be it will reveal who has bought the tower, and most likely is a Norman Osborn Green Goblin teaser. As Guardian of the Galaxy Volume 3 will set the cosmic category. Yeah, we already know that. They have plans for Beta Ray Bill, High Evolutionary into that film. Guys, as the person that wrote this leak, if it's real, been watching my videos, because I've said this literally weeks ago, it will be introduced in this film to Galactus, who will also be the main cosmic villain as Norman Osborn. As the urban villain, nope, that's not going to happen. No. Nothing is set for the big cosmic bows so far, but Adam Warlock will be important. Yes, they did tease that up. Skrulls will be the regular threat to urban category, and the Secret Invasion arc will be the main story category. Don't really believe that. Master of Kung Fu will be the departure from the usual CGI of science fiction. Instead, we will try to honor the classic martial arts. Interesting. Spider-Man will have an important arc. Estimate that he will have 4 films instead of 3. Well, contractually, there's been no public announcement of that to the public agreement. There was 3 individual films and 3 team-up. But there's nothing guaranteed. We will be building the Sinister Six, but we want big A-listers like Keaton and Jake Gyllenhaal to play each of the group's villains. It's easier said than done. Yeah, realistically, if someone from the Sinister Six is going to come, like Norman Osborn, it would have to be a big act, which would be interesting. Doctor Strange and Numalati will feature Atlantis and Neymar as the villain obsessed with destroying the surface. Black Panther, Kingdom Threatened will introduce Doctor Doom and will probably try to dominate Wakanda alongside Neymar in this film. No, Doctor Doom's not getting introduced unless this is like 3-4 years in the future. There are no plans to introduce Miles Morales anytime soon. After the success of Spider-Man into Spider-Verse, there may be a deal with Sony for them to keep it. With Marvel having exclusive rights over Peter, the general trend is for them to seek out unknown actors for the heroes and actors from Step A for the villains. The Fantastic Four will feature Reed Richards. Okay, that's interesting because obviously they can't do the Fantastic Four without the main character. So, yeah, bro, interesting. The Negative Zone and Kang, yeah, okay. I believe they are introducing Kang the Conqueror. I believe they already have during Phase 3, during Endgame, but there's no information. Captain Marvel Future Flight will try to explain parallels, realities, and alternate universes. Ronan may reappear, so the movie will be a prequel. As Kevin Feige said, there are some plans for Captain Marvel. Big plans that they market it just as Iron Man was marketed. The last film of each phase will always be films of the Avengers and will unite the two categories to close the arc. The final film of this phase will be Avengers Reassemble and will feature Captain Marvel reformulating the Avengers and fighting alongside the Fantastic Four against Alliances? Really? And an army of the Skrulls and Silver Surfer may appear in this movie. A lot of this sounds a bit far-fetched, guys, but like I said, there's lots of rumors going around. This channel likes to keep up to date with all the latest and greatest rumors, confirmed news, and literally we just make videos about anything. I mean, a lot of this does sound true. I've been told a lot of this unofficially, off the chain, that I can't reveal. I've been told a bunch of stuff that is true, but we are just reporting a Phase 4 leak. I know a lot of this is personally true, but we can't officially report stuff until it's public knowledge. So like always, guys, let me know what you think down below. If you do want to enter competition, all you got to do is hit that subscribe button and hit that bell button, and let me know down below, what are you most looking forward to? Obviously, there are other movies in the works, like Nova. Apparently, there's Ant-Man 3, we know that because Michael Douglas unofficially said there's already been talks for Ant-Man 3. So there's so many movies coming in this phase. We also know that there will be Thor 4 because Chris Hemsworth renewed his contract before Infinity War and Endgame. He's on a bit of a low budget. He's like the 15 to 20 million range. So they will be making another Thor movie. It's unofficially being confirmed by Taika Waititi as they are working on it. And both parties said, Chris Hemsworth and Taika Waititi both said, if the story is good, they will do it. So guys, let me know, what are you most anticipating? What are you most hyped for? If the cast news for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is correct, I think that would be awesome. I'm very skeptical about Doctor Strange Illuminati being a movie because that just sounds literally insane. So like always, guys, please like, subscribe, and comment. I will get you in another video very soon. Catch you later.